Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Mind My Business, Personal Growth and Development. As you come on, I just encourage you to tag someone and text someone and message us. Just text us and let us know what part of the world you are from. Are you from the Caribbean? What part of Trinidad you are from? All right, so just text us there right on the live. All right, before we jump straight into our session. All right, I see Abigail is on, Linda is on, wonderful. All right, just let us know where you are coming in from. Dixon is on, Michelle is on. All right, so tag someone and text someone, and also just let us know what part of the world, what part of the country you're on. All right, this session is going to be really, really exciting. Let me just bring in Keyshawn in the mix there. Yeah.
Good afternoon, again.
I get up.
Awesome.
Wonderful. All right, folks. Good to have everyone. So just text us, let us know. All right, South Trinidad is in the house. Sando is in the house. San Fernando, that's Trinidad. Vanessa is in the house. Wonderful. Right, come on, just tag and text someone. Let them know. Right, remember we are doing steps to stay motivated and win.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you want to keep that fire in the fire there. Rio Clara's in the house. All right, Pierre, wonderful. Good to have you on there. Right. Gulf of Mexico. Kishore, Mexico is in the house.
Yeah, Mexico in the house.
What are you talking about? All right, who we have again there?
Andrew.
Right. Andrew Barbados is in the house. Right. Let me put up some folks there. Rio Clara in the house. All right. Gulf of Mexico in the house. Folks, as you come in, just tax and hear me tax. All right, text someone. All right, we're gonna be dealing with steps to stay motivated. All right, you want to stay motivated because we know that there are a lot of challenges, there are obstacles, but remember your journey is a process. Right, so you gotta stick in, stay motivated. And something you have to know how to motivate yourself. All right. You can be discouraged with different things that life will throw at you. Remember, it's a journey, it's a process, and you want to know how to stay motivated to win, right? We're on the winning side. Okay, blessings there. Bob is in the house, wonderful. All right, Mark is in the house, Tunapuna is in the house. Good to have you in, Mark. All right, let's see you again. South Trinidad is in the house. So what I want you to do, I want you to at least invite the last 4 persons, just text them, tag them, right? Whether it's on Facebook or Instagram, WhatsApp, whatever you have there. And let them know, minding my business, okay, personal development in faith and finance. Ian and Keyshawn is on. We are on here every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Okay, and tonight is going to be really, really exciting. Keyshawn, what's up with you? What's on your side? Talk to me.
I'm good, sir. And you? How about you?
I'm too blessed to be stressed, disappointed. Too
anointed to be disappointed.
You gotta remember the slogan there. Right, wonderful. All right, so folks, while we are into it, we want to go straight into our session tonight. All right, normally we ask Keyshawn, how was your week? Just give us a breakdown on what happened this week. I know it's space.
Yeah, day after day, persons are fluctuating inside of the opportunity because they're seeing what it could offer. So practically, I'm on the phone. Practically, I'm meeting persons. One after the next. Same with the team members as well.
Wonderful. All right, and folks, if you know what we're talking about bankers, brokers, all right, online trading, all right. What is the slogan?
Plug and play.
Plug and play. All right, so if you want to know more, just message us and we're going to let you know. All right, but what we are on here tonight, again, personal development in the area of faith and finance. And we are really dealing with how to stay motivated to win, right? Everyone wants to win, but to stay motivated, it's a personal choice, all right? And you have to do it intentional. As we noted, we said that you don't feel like doing it all the time. You don't feel like getting up. You don't feel like staying in whether it's coaching, whether it's mentoring, whatever you're connected to. Sometimes you just don't feel like it. Then what do I do to stay motivated? And we are saying some tips and principles for you to stay motivated, whether you're in business, whatever you're doing, okay? You got to win. You're on to win. All right. Wonderful. So let's jump into it. Again, text someone, invite someone, let them know. Right. Minding my business with Keyshawn, and Ian is on. So Keyshawn, all right. So I just want to just highlight the points we touch on because we are dealing with steps to stay motivated and win.
Right.
And the first point I touched on, we touched on, in fact, last week was find your purpose. Okay,
Yeah.
those of you who are on, remember that. The first thing you want to be able to do, you want to know your purpose. Because we noted, we said purpose precede production. Okay, right? And purpose is what you're going to keep you motivated. Okay, because you know that you are doing this for purpose. We understand everyone was born for purpose and with purpose. When you identify why you are here on earth, why you are doing what you are doing, it's a game changer.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, when you begin the journey, when you begin the process, whether it's business, whether it's ministry, whether it's marriage, whether it's relationship, whatever it is a process. Okay? But when you understand the purpose you are positioned in, okay, it's going to be a game changer. A game changer. All right. I think see somebody coming in like they got the old link, Keyshawn.
They got the old link.
Yeah, all right. So that's the first point we touch on. Do you know your purpose? And I want to encourage those of you who are on, probably you're probably starting, you're probably starting a business. And you know, Keyshawn, before we go forward with this is one of this a lot of folks coming in the back. All right, folks, I said
the first link.
Yeah, all right, this is second link. This is second link. All right, but they will stay in the back because I don't have to add them or anything. All right.
All right.
Okay. So you want to be able to know your purpose. All right. The next point we touched on was create your goals. Okay, create your goals. You know this. Anytime we talk about this, Keisha, we always remember what was the guy name? No, not Bob. The next one. When his mentor asked him,
Jim Ron.
All right. Do you have goals? What are your goals for life? And he said, what goals? I'll probably have it in the car, go and get it.
Yeah.
He said you don't have any goals. Okay. What are your goals? Okay. And then his mentor said to him, I could tell you how much money you have in the bank.
Yeah.
All right. And he said none. And it was really, really real. And that was a game changer for him. Mm-hmm. That was a game changer for him. All right. So if you're going to still be motivated, number one, know your purpose. Number two, create your goals. Go back on the last week's session. We covered this thing. All right. And then the third one was what? Make action plan. Take some action plan. All right. So you have your goals done. What do you have a plan for action? What steps are you going to take? Action plan. All right. So you want to make steps to go towards achieving that which you set out to do. And goal settings. I know sometimes some of these things, Keyshawn, sometimes it could be like, folks seeing it all the time. But if you check the individuals who have goals that are set, and you'll realize that, listen to me, accomplishing these goals is they accomplish the goals that they are set out.
Yeah.
Okay. So you look at someone who have no goals, they don't set goals. I look at someone who set goals. The person who set goals will achieve more in their day and in their life than the person who just getting up, going to work, coming home. All right. Yes, you're doing business, you're doing stuff. But what are your goals? What are you achieving? What are you set out to achieve? All right. And I said to the folks, one of the things we did with our team is we said to them, every month, okay, just highlight 5 things in 5 areas that you want to achieve for that month. You can start with those simple things, okay? And if you haven't achieved it for this month, let it roll over to the next month. And I'm telling you, watch the difference. It may sound like it's just trivial or minor, but I'm telling you, it's a game changer, all right? And the next thing we touched on was build a support system.
Yeah.
Have a support system, okay? What is your support system and who is your support system do you have around you? Okay? We talk about a table of support, having a table of support when you're going forward. Who are your go-to? Who are the people that you could go and sit down and just who are supporting you in the process? You must be able to establish your table of support. All right. What again we have on here? Then we have build a support system, make affirmation. Then you want to be able to what? Do affirmation. Okay. And then I think we stop at what, number 5? Yeah, make affirmation. Yeah, we stop at number 5. All right. And number 6, let's go to number 6 now, Kishon. Remind yourself why.
Why?
Right. And before I share anything on that, Kishon, just share with us why the why is important. We hear that why is important.
I think last week we did touch a bit on the why, because I remember making mention to, we would usually say that you need to find your why to make you cry.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember touch that.
Yeah.
All right. But go ahead.
I was just gonna highlight that, why is the fuel, why is the essence of all activity.
Okay.
And there's a story I always remember every time I hear about the why scenario behind the what and the activity and action. And it's a scenario whereby I think I was reading John Maxwell, actually. He was highlighting the fact that there was a lady, and she and her son, I believe, went skating, ice skating or something of the sort, because they were in a cold country. And her son fell below the ice. And of course, after falling below the ice froze back up because it's so cold over there.
Yeah.
And of course, she was screaming for help, trying to get as much attention as possible. But because they were so far, no one was able to really come to her aid in time. And by some strange force, some strange reason, he was highlighting the fact that this little lady was able to break the ice when, she realized that the only option that she had was to try to break the ice to get her son. And the end of the story was she was actually able to do it.
Wow.
She saved her son. And when help actually got there, which was obviously a long time after, they were trying to understand where the strength came from, to have her break the ice. And of course, they actually placed her in many situations again, simulations, as they would say, to see if she would ever muster up the strength that was required to break the ice with the little strength that she had humanly.
Right.
And up to now, she has never been able to humanly tap into, the strength that she was able to tap into when her son was under the ice. And the major difference is the reason behind doing the same action creates a different and a drastic result.
Wow.
So she tried multiple times to do the exact same thing, which is obviously using her human strength to break the ice multiple times, and they would have created simulations over and over and over and over again. But she was never able to actually place herself in a position when her why was to actually save her son. And that's the power of anchoring yourself to a strong reason. Yeah, correct. So that story always plays in the back of my mind every single time I hear explain your why. What is the significance of the why? Yeah. Because two persons could do the exact same thing, but what is going to create the difference is actually the reason for why they're doing what they do.
All right. Now, folks, I hope you all hear this. And again, these are simple steps, and it may sound, as I said before, it may sound insignificant, it may sound trivial, but I'm telling you, these are key principles to keep you motivated to win. Yeah. Because remember, I said before, when you start this journey on your road to success, whether it's in business, whether it's in what ministry, wherever you set out to go after, a house, whatever it is, okay, there are going to be obstacles. This is why these are the list of questions we challenge you to ask yourself. So remind yourself why. Because they're going to be roadblocks.
Yeah.
They're going to be roadblocks. And if your why is not big enough, when you are faced with unseemable obstacles and roadblocks, you will stop and you will quit. There are many individuals who started and they have a good once upon a time story. But guess what? They stop. Why? Because a bank said no. Because a friend didn't support you.
Yeah.
Because when you started, everybody walk away and leave you alone. But just think about if your why is big enough, no matter who with you, no matter what bank say no, Your why. And your why could be your children.
Mm-hmm.
Your why could be you look back and you grew up in poverty. And now you have an opportunity of success, not just for you, an opportunity of wealth, not just for you, but for your family. And
Correct.
anytime you look back, this is why you sometimes you have to what? Look back. It is
Yeah.
important to ask, why am I doing this?
Mm-hmm.
Hear me? Why am I doing this? I want to challenge those of you who are on, and those of you who are going to be listening this later on. All right. Sometimes you pull yourself when you are faced with roadblocks and obstacles. You pull yourself and you ask yourself why. You go back to your why. Go back to your why. Your why will speak volume to you. So those of you who are on, just text for me your why. Could be one sentence. Just text for me your why. Why are you doing what you're doing? All right. The reason. Give her power. That's look at Michelle said the reason give her power.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because the child is trapped under the ice. No one is there. That's your child.
Yeah.
You birth that child came from you. Guess what? You muster that strength from nowhere. Bam. And you break through that ice. Why? Because her why was a child there. And if nobody else is not around to do it, guess what? I'm going to do it. Okay. This is when it's most important to go back to the beginning, listen to this, and ask yourself the questions. Ask yourself certain questions. Ask yourself these questions. Okay. Your priorities may have shifted or your circumstances may have changed. Listen to this. Priorities shifted, circumstances changed. And listen to me, folks. It's okay. It's okay. All right? It's okay. And you have to be honest with yourself. But when you think back and you are reminded of your why. Listen to me. All right. Somebody said your why have to make you cry, boy. You cry. So those of you who are on, just text me. What is your why? What is your why? What is your why? What is your why? All right. And because if your why is not strong enough, okay, you may turn your back on a $1 million opportunity that you step into.
Correct.
Right? But because a friend didn't support you, because some daddy said no, and all these things, and they tell me all these, and you have people have all these excuses, they didn't support me, and I wanted money from them, they didn't give me money, and all this stuff. But if your why is big enough, trust me, you're gonna make it happen. All right.
Exactly.
So that's number 6. Let's go to number 7. Let's go to number 7, folks. Let's go to number 7. And folks, those of you who are on, again, text and tag somebody. But also, I want you to share your comment. Put up a question if you have it on the chat there, so we can probably look at it, answer it. But also contribute in the text. All right, while you're on. Wonderful, wonderful, Bob. All right. Number 7. Let's talk about number 7, Keisha. Number 7 is continually checking in.
Yeah.
Check in. Because remember now, if you have a support system, okay, you have accountability, continue to check in. Now,
Sure.
one of the things I say with this, it is difficult to sustain motivation, all right, with no end goal in sight. Come on, hear what I'm saying? I'll say this again. It is difficult to sustain motivation when there's no end goal in sight. That runner that started the marathon, there's an end goal in sight.
Correct.
Although his limbs want to give up and he's panting for breath, he keeps pushing. Why? Because there's an end goal in sight. What is your end goal? What is your end goal? Okay, so sometimes the continual checking in at your end goals is really important. Okay. All right. So when we don't track our development or results, it's easy to burn out.
Yeah, correct.
Let me say it again. When you don't check, all right, or chart your development or results, it is easy to burn out or to give up. Correct. That is why it's so important to continue checking on the progress of your goal setting plans. All right. So setting concrete results, it boosts the desire to achieve more, and then you are originally set out to do. So what you are set out to do when you go back, you say, listen to me, you look back, I accomplished this, I accomplished that. Or All right, I didn't accomplish this. I didn't accomplish that. So you're checking in to see your progress. And what progress, what it does also, it motivates you.
Yeah.
It encourages you to keep going. Okay. So sometimes you always, okay, I'm making progress. I'm making progress. And also my goal, my end result is in front of me. So continue checking. Kishan, want to pump on that?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some persons actually succeeding and aren't aware that they are until they actually communicate with somebody who has experience, a mentor, somebody who has expertise in this specific area and field.
Wow.
I've spoken to many persons that, are taught to themselves that they were failing until, we had to say, no, for the task that you're doing, the average result for this type of work is this. And you actually have exceeded the expectation of the average man. So in other words, you have achieved a level of success, but yet you don't know because you don't know what to measure it against.
Yes, yeah. Wow. No, Keisha, that is so real.
Yeah.
It's real because, as I said, a lot of people sometimes they're making progress, but they don't realize they're making progress.
They don't even know.
No, because there's no check-in.
Yeah.
They haven't structured anything to gauge their progress.
Correct.
This is why goals things, and those things are important.
Yeah.
Right? Because guess what? You have to sustain your motivation to the end goal. Right? And I've seen it happen a lot. A lot of individuals are making progress, but themselves don't feel like they don't feel like making progress because they tell themselves, hey, you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
Right? And sometimes folks on the outside looking at you, hey, they see your progress, they see it, but you don't have a system where you are checking in terms of your progress. All right. So create that system. All right. Let's say what some of the folks are saying. All right. Michelle said, I have plenty wise. God. Plenty wise, plenty cries. No. Mark said, building a legacy for my family. All right. That's wonderful. All right. So that's your why. You want to build a legacy for the third and fourth generation. Because when you leave here, you want to make sure your children have something to stand on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And just say, I want to build a part-time business so that I can leave a full-time job. Ooh, that's it. All right. So those are some of the whys that folks are putting up. So we just mentioned them for you. All right. So let's go again. Number 8. Let's go to number 8. Number 8. To stay motivated, we say, give yourself bricks. Give yourself bricks. Right? Yeah. How important that is, Kishon? How important?
Very important. Very, very important. Because like for me, I mean, most of my work is done like from Friday to Sunday. And sometimes Monday, I really try to, probably get up a little later, chill a little, during the course of the day before I start back, taking action. But yeah, I even remember having a session with you and, we were making mention to the restoration, having a rest, restore, reflect. And, that kind of empowers you to go again. So that's definitely mandatory in the process. It's holistic. It's not just work. And yes, you work very hard, but restoration, being able to sit back and, just observe, take a look back, take a look forward.
No, I remember that discussion because we talk about rest, restoration, renew, resolve, all right, refresh. It's a game changer because when you rest, you restore yourself, even your mind, your thinking, you'll be able to see things different. All right. Now, the concept with this, give yourself breaks. It says that the power of productivity comes from making the most of every hour of each day. Okay. However, there was this, giving yourself a mental break to avoid burnout is just as important as properly utilizing your time to accomplish a task. Okay. No, because when sometimes when individuals take a break or they stop, they think that all right, that's you don't need to do that. But it refreshes your mind.
Sure.
It refreshes your perspective. It energizes your strength, your zeal, your tenacity. It refreshes you. Taking time to take a break and stop and pause for a cause is important. I know you're running. Now listen to me. I know you want to go after it. You want to go after it. You're running. But you know what? You want to avoid burnout.
I remember the analogy that I learned. It was about 2 years ago, whereby I was taught that muscle grows when you rest. You exercise to stimulate, but you rest to grow.
Mm-hmm.
And I used the same concept and, of course, applied it in my understanding to personal growth and development as well. So, yes, you're on the road. Yes, you're growing. Yes, you're reading. Yes, you're going to the seminars. But most times, just like muscle, those things stimulate. But in the resting period is when the muscle builds.
Wow. So there's growth and rest.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. Wow. You know when we talk about rest, remember I think in the Bible talk about the Sabbath as a rest day.
As a rest day. Yeah, correct.
But it's also that rest as a Sabbath. Remember the Sabbath, keep it holy, is a rest day. And it's also a day of meditation.
Yeah.
All right, where you begin to tone down things so you could focus properly.
Correct.
A whole day to rest is important. I mean, muscle
Very
growth.
important.
All right, so folks, take 30 minutes to recharge. Right, go for a walk, meditate. All right. You go for a walk, you meditate, you read a book, speak with a friend. Use the time to take your mind off your work and notice how refreshed you feel after the break. You feel refreshed. Your thoughts, as I said before, your perspective, you review or you refresh your perspective. All right, you renew your strength, your zeal. And sometimes when you're up on a thing, Keyshawn, all the time, and you're pulling at it, it becomes tedious.
Yeah.
But then if you walk away and you rest for 30 minutes and you go back at it again, this is why even for those of you who are pursuing, it's always good to take a break, take a one day, spend some time by the beach, just rest, just don't do anything. All right, because it alters your perspective, it changes your view. You are able to see clearly. You are able to hear clearer. All these things happen when in a rest time.
Yeah.
But I think when individuals resting, when they stop, sometimes they feel like they're not doing anything. All right. Well, let me share this. Let me share this concept. All right. Now, so the Bible talk about rest. There's a scripture that says, "They that wait upon the Lord shall what? Renew their strength."
Yeah.
Strength is renewed when you rest, when you wait. So there's an exchange of weakness for strength. When you rest, it said they will mount up with wings like eagles. Now, there's a teaching I did on when they say rest, what it really means. Because when you think about how the frog drink water, you'll understand how important rest is. And rest really means to do nothing, just be still. There's another scripture in the Bible that says, "Be still and know that I am God." Which means that being still literally means is to cut all activity, physical activity, mental activity, and just rest. Okay. So if we look at the frog, the concept of the frog. So what a frog,
I never see a frog drink water.
Right. So I did a teaching on the I call it the frog principle, the frog concept.
Okay.
All right. So what a frog does, it get close to water as possible, and it just stay right there, and it go through the process of osmosis.
Okay.
All right. So what happens now? They begin to extract water through the pores.
Understood.
So you have air, you have salt, everything is coming through the pores. And what it does now, it's stored in the lungs.
Okay.
So this is why a frog, when it goes into water, it can stay long.
It's drinking water.
No, but it's breathing because it's taking oxygen.
Everything.
It comes in. So when they talk about be still and know that I am God, or be still, it's which means you don't say anything, don't do anything. So all a frog need to do is just get close to water.
Understood.
because they don't drink water like animals or like other like human beings. So through the process of osmosis, it begins to extract and pull it in, and that's how we drink water.
Okay.
When you rest, it's the same thing that takes place. You renew, your mind is refreshed, your thoughts have been refreshed, your focus has been refreshed.
Mm.
All right, so folks, we know you want to go after it, but trust what I'm saying. It alters your perspective, it renews your strength, and it gives you, it energizes your zeal and your tenacity. It changed the game. Okay, all right. So that's the game changer there. All right. So take 30 minutes, pause for a course, and then pump again.
Go again.
Shade, I see Shade is on. That's it. All right. So we have that. We have number 7 was continue check in.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then number 8, we say give yourself breaks.
Yeah.
Pause for a cause. All right. And number 9, watch and read motivational, positive stories and speeches.
Yeah. As often as possible.
Yeah. What books are you reading? What are you listening?
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, part of this motivational aspect, okay, what is going to keep you motivated is when you begin to listen success stories.
Yeah, for sure.
Of other successful people who went through the similar thing that you are dealing with right now and was successful. It motivates you, it refreshes you, it gives you zeal, it drives, causes you to drive. So you want to be able now to watch some go on YouTube, the University of YouTube, pull some stuff. All right, you have Les Brown, you have Minding My Business,
Yeah.
at the end. All right, okay, you have a lot of guys up there. So your motivational speech, positive stories, okay. And what that does to Keyshawn, it renew your thought pattern, your thinking.
For sure.
You restructure your vocabulary. I mean, especially when you begin to listen things in the area of what you want to listen to. All right. You have anything to share with them on this one?
I think that's actually one of the keys for me personally. Because one of my mentors, he said, if you want to master anything today, just look for somebody that did it yesterday.
Ooh, that's it there.
Yeah. And even from looking at it from a biblical perspective, there's nothing new under the sun.
Right.
So everything that has to be mastered tomorrow was already mastered yesterday.
Ooh.
And reading and watching stories from figures that operate in the same space I operate in, or persons who have operated in the space I would like to go to. Yeah, when you look at all the trials, all the tribulations that they had to face in order to accomplish that thing that you want to accomplish today,
Yeah.
your thought process will change, your expectation will change.
Wow.
I was taught that you inspect what you expect what you inspect. So when you inspect their story,
All right, so don't drive by that so fast. There, I mean, somebody run that again. Yes.
Yeah.
Right, let me get it again.
I was taught that you expect what you inspect and inspect what you expect. So when you dive into those guys' stories, practically your job is to inspect what they had to overcome, right? To get what you expect to get after being able to overcome that as well.
Wow.
Yeah, all the success books, Think and Grow Rich, is practically like synopsises of 500 success stories of men that face all the trials that we face in today practically.
Right.
It really defies all the excuses that most persons will have for themselves. That's one of the most powerful things I think that listening to past success stories does. It helps you eliminate all the justifications that you keep giving and telling yourself, all the limitations that you keep, identifying with. When you listen to those that went before and you inspect what they had to undergo to get to where you want to go to, then you're going to stop giving yourself the excuses as to why you're not being able to succeed. And more than likely, you're going to try to actually find a way to succeed in the midst of the same circumstances that you're facing right now.
Keisha, I honestly believe that's a game changer by itself.
Yeah.
Finding these individuals on YouTube and listen to them. All right. But what is key? You inspect what you what?
Expect.
Okay. You inspect their whole life.
Exactly.
And a lot of things, you have goal settings, you have planning, you have personal development, you have the trials, you have the mistakes, you have, and you know that scripture I normally quote in the book of Hebrews.
Mm-hmm.
It says, follow those who through faith and patience inherit the promise.
Yeah.
Right? Follow those who through faith and patience inherit the promise.
Correct.
So here we have the Bible is telling you, if you're going to follow somebody, look for somebody. All right. And here we are now sharing with you the number 9 tip to stay motivated and win is to watch and read motivational, positive stories and
Correct.
speeches.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen it, but you want to inspect what you expect.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're jotting down and listen it over and over and over. And it's going to help us, it's going to help you also avoid the mistakes that these individuals made.
Yeah.
And it's also going to help you structure your life, your goals, and your vision. Okay, but because here you have somebody in front of you who actually did what you want to do,
Mm-hmm.
and all you have to do now is to model it.
Correct.
Okay, so this aspect of the motivational factor is really, really important. And you have a lot of, when you, for instance, when you listen to Les Brown, my God,
Yeah.
when you listen to Les Brown and you're going up the highway and Les Brown and he's I mean, come on, when you reach to that meeting, oh you want to take over the meeting.
Ready to roll.
It's motivating.
Yeah.
Okay, it's energizing. And if those guys could do it under those circumstances, I guess, all right. All those guys had a why. They set goals. They had vision. They had a dream. They put things together. They make mistakes. They messed up. They lose money. All that stuff. But guess what? They made it.
They made it still.
They still made it. All right. So what are some of the things that you are going through? Okay. So motivational speakers, authors, what books are you reading?
Yeah.
All right. Those are living proof that setting goals and working hard allows you to accomplish whatever you set your mind to do.
Correct.
I'm going to say it again. I want you to catch it. All right. Motivational speakers, authors, they are living proof of setting goals and working hard allows you to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Whatever you put your mind to do. Okay? Mm-hmm. Why? Because they remind you that failure is part of the process.
Correct.
Failure is part of the process. All right? And what they do also, what they inspire you to continue pursuing your dreams.
Yeah.
Because remember, there are give up moments. Remember the roadblocks that come up in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You want to give up. You want to throw in the towel. Because those things speak to you. It speaks to the areas of your life that are weak. It speaks to you. And sometimes if you listen to it, you will not stop.
Yeah. Yeah. Correct.
Okay? If you listen to those things, you will stop. But when you begin to listen to these guys that were successful in these areas, guess what? Hey, you're not going to want to give up. Yeah. All right? So guess what? A good place to start is the what? Inspirational stories from different section. Look for inspirational stories. All right? Okay, or check out different resources on this. Me right now, I'm telling you, we are living in the information age. All right. Okay, we are living in what we call an information age. So there are information at your fingertip.
Yeah. YouTube.
Right? You what somebody say? The future belongs to the competent. The future belongs to the competent. Yeah. All right? Get good, get better, but be the best.
Be the best.
All right? You get good, you get better, but be the best.
Yeah.
The future belongs to the competent. That's the game changer right there, folks. I want you to get hold of this. All right? How many of you are getting there what we're sharing so far? All right? I think this is something that is really, really a shifter here, Kishon.
For sure.
Yeah, this is a shifter. All right. So I want to give you the last one. All right. So folks, those of you who are on, Share your just your comment, what you think so far. All right. Some of the books you could put it up there on the chat. All right. I see your favorite book on up there, Keyshawn. Robert.
Yeah. Robert and Jim.
Come on. All right. Listen to me, folks, and you got to be able to read it. All right. All right. A leader is a reader, a learner, willing to learn. Learn. Right. So if I'm into something, I want to learn about this thing. I want to read about it. I want to listen. I want to take time and listen to other individuals who are into the same business, who are in the same pursuit and were successful. So I handpick individuals. I listen. All right. And spend days and weeks listening. Okay. Be informed in the area of business. Educate yourself. Okay. Educate yourself. Did I say you have to go back to school? Not necessary. Okay. You get a book. Okay. Read it. Go on YouTube and get it. Have those audio book. Because remember, someone went through 20 years to become who they are today. And guess what? In a 200 pages, 150 pages, they put that together there. And it could take you probably a week to read it. Somebody 20 years. Come on. It's there. All right. So let's go for the last one, number 10. All right. So we have Les Brown, we have Robert Kiyosaki. All right. You have Think and Grow Rich. You have the Millionaire Next Door. Come on, let me see.
Yeah.
I have a man's search for meaning. All right. Neville Goddard. He's the meditation man. Come on. I have one again. I have here the Infallible Laws of Growth. Come on. I have the Bible. Come on. All right. Get into it. All right. All right. John Maxwell. You have John Maxwell. Come on, folks. And Keyshawn, listen to me. I'm telling you, this is why you see a community like this, it's important. When we come, we share, we discuss, all right, and motivate. And you know what, individuals text us and let us know, hey, that session was good. It helped me so much. I'm glad. Sometimes when we don't come on, folks are texting or you're not coming on, all that stuff. All right. Just sharing some of these tips here is really, really important. All right. Oh, so you see, look what you see, Dr. Cummings. Right. All of us are human existence.
All of us.
All right. All the stuff we have here, Keyshawn. All right. So we're calling everybody else, but you're calling the Dr. Cummings here. Thank you, Khalid. All right, somebody put one there, the achievement. Who woke up the achievement?
The Alchemist.
Alchemist. Oh, yeah, the Alchemist.
Yeah, that's a big book.
Yeah. All right, see you down at the principles of to maximize your faith. Oh, you see, look, you see, folks. What's there? That is Dr. Cummings' book. Principles to maximize your faith. 4 levels of human existence. All right. Right now, we're finishing up our workbook for that. Keyshawn is a game changer.
Okay.
Yeah. And Principles to Maximize Your Faith. That's another book that I wrote. Really, really awesome book. That book is a seller. Not just a seller, but in terms of transforming, in terms of devotional, it's a key really book. I'm telling you that. All right. So we have the way of wealth, stories and strategies. All right. On the path to a billionaire. By Michael Lee Chin. You know that one?
No, never heard of it.
Michael Lee Chin. All right. Automatic Habits. Oh, wow.
I know Automatic Habits, yeah.
All right. Caribbean man like billionaire Lee Chin. Lee Chin is like a Caribbean person.
Okay.
All right. So folks, listen to me. It's there. All right. So you say, well, I cannot read it. All right, well, we could fix that. You have audiobooks.
Yeah.
Audiobooks. Okay? Audiobooks. Listen to stuff over and over. And what this does to Keyshawn, you see, one of the things I realized and the path to success, and in terms of different areas, structuring your thought patterns, your mindset is critical.
Yeah.
Okay? So you begin now to put in information there, the books you're reading, what you're listening to, and you got to do those things intentionally. Okay? So sometimes you're feeling down, to motivate yourself, get one of these stuff. All right? The last, number 10. All right? Number 10, Keyshawn. You know what is number 10?
I don't know. Tell me.
Reward yourself.
Reward yourself.
Yeah. Motivate. How to stay motivated to win? Reward yourself. Yeah. All right? because you got to reward yourself for getting results.
Yeah.
Okay. It don't have to be a big reward, but reward yourself. A price of any kind can be the motivation you need to continue working hard.
Yeah.
All right. So last month was February. You hit 500,000, or you hit 5,000, or you hit 10,000. Did you reward yourself? Okay. Or take yourself out.
Yeah.
Or just nothing expensive. A price of any kind can be the motivation you need, all right, to continue working hard. Here's what I say. Research shows that rewards are one of the most significant predators of dedication to work.
Serious.
Yeah. It's one of the most significant predators of dedication to work, rewards. Yeah. Okay. Rewarding yourself. So the reason is simple. It feels good to be compensated for your efforts. Okay. So treat yourself to something you enjoy. All right. When you cross up.
I think Dr. Cummings broke up a bit there. So I guess we're going to wait on him for a minute or two to see if he gets back connected with us. Not certain if you're hearing me, but if you are, go right ahead and probably just drop a money bag in the chat so that I can validate that you're in fact hearing me there. Let me try to touch base with him online. All right, so I saw Money Bag there, came in the chat. He just communicated with me that he's going to come back on. Probably just a technical difficulty on his end. 1 second. I'm communicating with him right now. So he's going to be with us shortly. All right, so I saw those money bags in the chat there. Awesome. Michelle, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Definitely, that's one of the first books that did it for me. Hey, Dr. Cummings, you're back.
Yeah, Charger went and I skipped there. Charger went and I take a break.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so folks, we're about to wrap it up. And so the last, number 10, let me just go through number 10 again. Reward yourself. All right, reward yourself. Okay. All right, treat yourself to something you enjoy when you cross something major, all right, of your do-to list. So you have things to do list because you deserve it. And folks, listen to me. You don't have to wait for anybody to reward you. Reward yourself.
Yeah.
All right. So let's say buy yourself your rose, all that stuff. All right. Take yourself to dinner. All right. Buy yourself a car. Do something for yourself. All right. But reward yourself. Reward yourself. That's one of the significant predators to dedication to work. Okay. Yeah. Reward yourself. Reward yourself. All right. So, folks, these are the 10 motivating tips we touch on to stay motivated and win. All right. So just share your takeaway. Which one is yours? Just text it there for us. All right. And let us know. So I will go back to the list again, Keyshawn. The first one we say was what? Find your purpose. Find your purpose. If you're going to stay motivated, find your purpose. Purpose precedes production. That's important. Okay. Purpose brings satisfaction, it brings fulfillment. So even though you tap into, you're doing something and the money is not what you expect and all that stuff, you're not, your purpose brings satisfaction to you, you are still satisfied. So that's a motivating factor. Find something that you love to do. That's purpose. Then create your goals. Create your goals. Okay? Long-term goals, short-term goals. Okay, 10 years, 5 years, 1 year, 6 months, 3 months, 1 month, weeks, days. Create your goals. Write it down. Okay, make a list to do things. Create that. Okay, what are you going to do for this week? What are you going to do for the month? Okay, so you want to create your goals. Make an action plan. Okay, so you create steps of action to accomplish the goals that you set. Do you have an action plan? And folks, I'm going to say this again. These things got to be intentional. All right, you've got to be intentional in doing these things. It's not going to just happen because you're coming alive, because you take a course, because you read a book. It's not going to just happen like that. There's another step. Have an action plan. Okay, yeah. Nothing happens unless you move. Nothing happens unless you speak.
Yeah,
you gotta move. You gotta speak, and that's it. All right. Then you build a support system. That's number 4. You build a what? A support system. Do you have a support system? Do you have a table of support around you? You may have a support system for particular business. You may have a support system for your life. Have key players that you have a go-to that these are my support system. Okay. So when we sit down, we talk at that level. All right. So that's number 4. Number 5, make affirmation. That's important. Create your affirmation in the morning, in the night. I'm so, and you put in the rest. I'm so grateful and thankful now. Affirmation. I am blessed. I am successful. I'm a millionaire. These are affirmations. Oh, right. Yeah, Nikki Sean?
Loud and clear.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you make affirmation. All right. That's number 5. Then you reward yourself. Okay. Reward yourself on your journey. So when you accomplish something, okay, and it's gonna be a little thing, but it does something to you. It motivates you, encourages you. Because remember, we are dealing with steps for motivation to keep you motivated. Because there are a lot of things that can discourage you if you focus on it. The news, society, crime, all kind of stuff. All right. So much of discouragement. All right. Kishon, you hear me on the live? Or?
Yeah, I'm here in the live.
All right. Okay. Let me check something here. Because somebody texting and saying they're not hearing me.
Okay.
All right. So let me check it out there.
Sure.
All right. All right. I'm on the live. I'm on here. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. So we're on. Okay. Let's go through this. So number 5, we say make what? Affirmation. Mm-hmm. Okay. So structure affirmation based on what you expect. So when you set your goals, you set up affirmation. Now there are some of these things that we are discussing here. There are whole teachings on these things. All right. So we are just kind of just some motivation, encouragement to you on these sessions. All right. Then we talk about reward yourself. Okay. Number 7. We talk about check-in, continue check-in. Okay. And that check-in concept comes about in terms of if you set your goal, a 3-month goal, 6-month goal, you want to check in to see, okay, how far did I reach?
Yeah.
Did I accomplish what I set out to accomplish for this month, for this week, for this day? Okay. And notice what we said with goals and all that stuff is that you have long-term, short-term. So, but you want to be able to have that evaluation and check in. Yeah. Right. The next one, give yourself what? Breaks. 30-minute breaks. Okay. Refresh your mind. So you have refresh, renew, revitalize, all these things. So you want to be able to take the 30-minute break, 60 minutes, a day break. It does something. Okay. Yeah. So when your mind is renewed, your perspective is renewed, your strength is renewed, you see things clearer, you're able to hear clear, you make better decisions also. When you are tired, you sometimes you make bad decisions when you are tired that when you come back out, you regret. Okay. Mm-hmm. So that's and you can share your takeaway those if you're on. All right. Give yourself breaks, then watch and read material. Watch and read the materials of other successful people. All right. Yeah. What are some of that you're doing? Okay. You're watching and you want to be able to read, motivate speakers and authors. All right. A living proof that setting goals and working hard allows you to accomplish whatever you set your mind to do. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So, folks, just share your takeaway. Those of you who are on, what is your takeaway? All right, what was your takeaway tonight? What was your takeaway from the 10 motivational tips that we share to stay motivated and win? Okay, because remember, you're in to win. You're in to win. Because you're on the winning side. Okay, Keisha, what's your takeaway?
Why and rest.
Why and rest? Why and rest?
Yeah.
Why and rest? Yeah. My takeaway will be the rest and number 9. Watch and read motivational positive stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my takeaway. All right, so folks, Abigail, Shade, Dana, all right, we want to thank you all for sharing. All right, thank you all for coming on and being part of this session. Remember, we're going to be back here next week, Tuesday, same place, same time. Okay, when you're coming on next week, I want to challenge you to at least bring 4 folks on. Okay, encourage somebody, send it for somebody, but bring 4, invite 4 persons when you're coming on next week. All right, Misha, good to have you on. Magic of thinking big.
Yeah,
Magic of thinking big.
Yeah.
That is a game changer. All right, the psychology of money. All right. Shall I say, treat yourself? That's a takeaway. Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Right. Folks, just share some. Self. John?
You broke up a bit there, sir.
Oh, I said the psychology of money.
Psychology of money. I heard about it, never read it.
It's a book to read. All right, it's a book to read. Wonderful. All right. Okay, 9, Kishon. So, folks, we have all this stuff ways. All right, folks. Now, what do you think with this live here? There's a delay in when people get the message.
Yeah.
So they're now coming in with all right. Mark said my takeaway. All right, is watching and reading material of successful people as well as checking back on the progress made thus far. That's good. That's good, Mark. That's really good. That's good stuff right there. Okay, let's share your takeaway before we come off, folks, so we can have it up. All right. Awesome is in the house. Blessing, awesome. All right. Somebody say rest is a key takeaway. Renew your mind and renew your perspective. That's key. That's key. Trust what I'm saying. That's key. Renew your mind. All right. Alters your perspective. You're able to see clear. Okay, you make better decision. When you are tired, when you are burnt out, I mean, you can't make proper decision.
Yeah.
Sometimes you lash out. You respond. You react instead of respond when you're tired.
Yeah.
You react and you respond. So you want to make 30 minutes break, rest, pull away, take a drive, go by the sea, take a walk. All right. Listen to Dr. Ian Cummings, Keyshawn. Laugh and some fun. All right. So Keyshawn, good to have you on, brother.
Yes, sir. Blessings all the time.
Stay blessed and don't ever be
stressed. Have a great one.
All right, Dana, Shade, Abigail, everyone, thank you all for coming on. Before you leave, just share the link with somebody, whether in Facebook or Instagram. All right, and when you're coming on next session, at least invite 4 persons with you. All right, stay motivated.
Yes, sir. Blessings.
Take care.